Hey, what's up guys, Alex here and welcome to another Overwatch video. Today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we've got some new DATAMINED leaked voice lines with this new patch, I want to say. So with the update of the patch of 1.10 of Overwatch, data miners have once again been able to extract some new voice lines from the game. So if you guys are wondering, what does that mean? What does data mine mean? It basically, they go through the actual data of the game to find, these voice lines, sometimes skins, etc., etc. So we had this person on Reddit, Dead Girl Dreaming on Reddit. So Blizzard has repeatedly changed encryption method to avoid data mining, and the new encryption keys are currently impossible to retrieve. Event cannot be extracted, only patch 1.9 files. So basically, some of these are already in the game, but some of these are actually not yet in the game, are going to be added. For example, we've got this one where Lucio is screaming out "Boostio," so that's pretty awesome. Boostio! We've also got a bunch of Orisa ones, which I'm going to let you guys hear now. Some of them that you guys might have already heard, but there's a lot of them that you might not have heard as well, from like Reaper, there's Widowmaker, Zenyatta, and Mei, and I'm going to let these all play here, so here you can listen to them now.
The payload is stopped in a no-stopping zone. Please move it immediately. I am programmed to avoid violence. However, I have made an exception. Do you need a hug? I told you to stop resisting. Was that the iris? 1 electric sheep, 2 electric sheep, 3 electric sheep. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain? Catchphrase. Searching. Got you! I am programmed to avoid violence. However, I have made an exception. Now, I can delete you from my memory.
So here are some voice lines from Widowmaker, Junkrat, Diva, and Reaper, and a lot of other heroes that I've actually never heard in the game itself. But if you guys have heard them yourselves, let me know in the comments. I'm wondering if these are even in the game. So if you guys have heard them, let me know.
Big mouth, big target.
Those who think they are all-knowing know nothing of what they do not. Being eager to learn is not the same as learning.
That went surprisingly well. What are the chances we can do that again?
Easy.
Dun da da da!
Da 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 da!
Wonder if I can just hack the score.
The world could always use more Euros.
We are as one, my sister.
Those astronauts never found me.
Scanning files, combat diagnostics, important cat photos. Wait! Iffy!
So it's also kind of interesting to see what these people on Reddit are talking about, how these, these voice lines, what they have to do with anything. So for those wondering, there's one about Mei. So the astronauts never found me line. Craze Parade from Reddit said, one of her New Year's skins is called Chang'e. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Who is the Chinese goddess of the moon? So I guess the astronauts never found the palace on the moon. So that's what that would stand for, which is pretty interesting. We've also got, there are some of these files where Orisa interacts with Zenyatta when she says like Iris, which is really awesome, and then Reaper is interacting with Sombra. And also there's a couple of voice lines where we hear some of the heroes say like dun dun dun. I'm gonna play them right here, which is kind of interesting. So I'm like, where are these, how did these like trigger in game? I'm not really too sure how you would really find them. But there's a lot of really funny ones that I think are pretty hilarious. So there's the one from Orisa, scanning files, combat diagnostics, and important cat photos from Orisa, which is hilarious. So I'm wondering, are these actually, which ones are these in game, or which ones are still waiting to be added into the game? It's kind of interesting to see how, Overwatch kind of adds in these voice lines, but what do they choose to add in? Like, how do they choose which voice line they want to add in to the game? So like, okay, Reaper says easy. Is it just because of how the community kind of says it a lot, so he's like, okay, it's Reaper, he's kind of a big bully, so let's add that in. So I'm wondering how that goes. But not only that, but I also wanted to talk to you guys about something over on the Overwatch forums in the general discussion, and I thought it was a very important subject that I just wanted to go over with you guys. Because if you guys know, I play a little bit competitive, but I don't play it too much. So over here on this right, it says surrender function is a must. So Zombie FX said, we just had a game where the enemy had 1 lever, then 2, then it was a 2v6 at the end of the match. That's very sad because the first round was quite good. Just let them surrender with honor and have a smaller SR loss if they had a bunch of levers. Fair play should always go first. So this guy, he brings up a very good point. If you're playing competitive and you have like 3 levers, you have to play the entirety of the match. And if you leave, you're gonna lose. You can get in trouble for it. I think you can get like a competitive ban for like a day or something, and you lose a lot of SR. So I feel like what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Type yes surrender or no surrender in the comments. Should Overwatch have a surrender function? I don't think it should be necessary and quickly because a lot of the matches are very quick. But in competitive, if you're playing a control map where you have to capture 3 out of 5, points, and you have like it's a 2v6, it's literally just like a walk in the park for the other team, and there's really nothing you can do. So a surrender function makes a lot of sense. Also, one thing that it's kind of brutal for the other players to have to continue playing because they can't just AFK, otherwise they will be kicked for inactivity. If you guys are wondering, they're like, why don't you just AFK and wait for the game to end? You can't, because you will get kicked for inactivity, and of course that'll hurt your SR more than it already will be when you lose the match. So it's a very fair point, and I'd love to hear what you guys say. Someone else commented, more. He says, this doesn't sound like a bad idea, but it would have to be a team effort. If the surrender function is going to be put in, it has to be a unanimous decision with all the people on the team, and I think that goes without saying. You really can't forfeit when you have if there's 3 people, 2 people want forfeit and 1 doesn't, you still have to play the match because that person wants to play. Because I do know in League of Legends, if it's a majority vote, then it works like that. But for example, if you're playing like Rocket League, it has to be everybody in the game has to forfeit. Like everybody has to say yes to the forfeit. And I feel like in Overwatch, it should be like that as well. But I'm very curious to see, what do you guys think about that? How do you think this would work out in actual game? Because I think a surrender function would really improve the current gameplay for everybody. I feel like having a surrender function makes it so, because I know if you're in a game and you have 3 levers, you're like, okay, I'm gonna lose this. Like at least because if you have to stick through the entirety of the match, you sort of your morale goes down. You don't really want to play another competitive match. But if you're like, okay, surrender, everybody surrenders, you go right into another game. I feel like that would make me feel a lot better than having me to sit around waiting to lose, because inevitably when you're playing competitive, you will have people leaving, whether that's a rage leave, internet disconnection or something. It'll happen. It'll happen to a lot of people, and it's very obnoxious and annoying. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Like I said in the comments, yes to surrender or no surrender. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about these voice lines. Let me know if you've heard of them or if you've not heard of them in the game itself. And also, let me know what you guys think about the surrender function in Overwatch. I think, like I said, I think it's a great idea as long as it's a unanimous decision. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. But besides that, I just want to talk to you guys again. If you guys want to submit clips to this for the series, because I'm doing Overwatch videos every single day, you can submit clips, HD clips at overwatchclips.alexace@gmail.com. Link, you can see it's up on text, should be up on screen if I don't forget. But you can check it out there. Obviously, I'm also doing a play the game / highlight series. If you guys want to upload play the games, highlights, or funny moments as well, you can do it so there, because I'm trying to bring some more Overwatch content. If you guys you guys know me, I'm usually only a custom games guy, but I just want to start to sort of branch out and play a lot more games. Not a lot more games, but of course, do more with Overwatch, become more part of the community, and I hope you guys can, help out and appreciate it, and continue along with me on this journey. But let me know what you guys think about, like I said, yes surrender, no surrender, and if you guys heard this voice lines. And also, I'm gonna do a quick sellout moment. If you guys didn't know, my t-shirts are available still. AlexACE, it's the Overwatch logo, but it's my name. Links in the description for that. I would really recommend it. They're super comfy and they look amazing. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you to those of you, because you guys, without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible to do this. We're very close to 150,000 subscribers, which is kind of insane. I was not expecting to get there ever. You know, my goal for YouTube was like 10,000 subs and I'm done. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for being a part of this community, and supporting me throughout all of this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being super awesome and helping out so much. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Easter to those of you guys who are watching on Easter. And if you're not and you're just watching on a different day, or you don't celebrate Easter, have a wonderful day anyways. I'll see you guys later. Hit that like if you liked the video, and subs if you loved it. Goodbye.